First, I want to say nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I'll give everybody a chance to come in. We can have another conversation and have another awesome live stream. It's a beautiful city where I am. We had some thunderstorms earlier. Got a lot of rain and wind, but now the sun is out and it's a beautiful day. What's going on, Ibrahim? How you doing, fam? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. I appreciate you, Ibrahim, for always being first, being determined. To get this 5D information. What's going on, Martin Aries? Peace and blessings. What's going on, World Boss? What's going on with y'all? How y'all doing? What's going on, Frederick? I can tell y'all one thing. What's going on, Donald? I can tell y'all one thing. The closer we get, we get more and more signs, more and more signals. What's up, Alan 6? I mean, there is no doubt in my mind we are very, very close. We are in the fourth quarter. We in the fourth quarter. And we about to score a touchdown. We on the 1 yard line. BSV is up today. I was just looking at my Twitter and I saw JC8 Ibrahim say he was blocked from my last 2 live streams. Ain't that something? Yep, no choice but to moon. No choice but to moon. But I'm starting to notice more and more things. Like one thing I noticed today, many of you may have seen or heard of this channel. It's on YouTube, and this person talks about XPR a lot. The channel is called the JK Show 2. I don't know if any of you ever heard of that channel. But I noticed the channel today. I remember seeing this channel and subscribing to their channel. But the thing that blew me away in this video
What's going on,
is what he was talking about. What's up, Mr. D?
We talk about...
And the thing that got my attention is what he's talking about in this video, right? Now, y'all know I was just telling y'all on my live stream yesterday, and I talked about this last week, about the toilet, about what David Schwartz was posting on Twitter about the toilet, right? Now, we just talked about this yesterday on my live stream. I just brought this to your attention, and I showed you the picture of the toilet that showed S. Lone on top of it, right? Well, I went to this person's video, and
a tweet of the XPR approach.
Lo and behold,
now, also,
this is what I discovered. I'm gonna let y'all hear it.
The XPR Proton logo as well, right? So do we have Mr. Poole also hinting at XPR also being a ISO 20022 crypto, and we can see that we do have this tweet from David Schwartz. We have the color purple, XPR, right? Purple symbolizing XPR in both XRP, purple symbolizing royalty, and we have also S Lone, and we do have the Lone protocol on top of the XPR network, and S Lone is also known as staked loan on the Lone protocol. protocol, right? So, do we have David
Now,
Schwartz hinting at loan protocol?
now that's what I noticed, right? Now I just talked about this yesterday.
Now we can see.
Now, what are the odds? What are the odds of me talking about that yesterday? Right? And let me see. This video was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Donald says, I saw it from Bully. Thank you, Greens. Hey, Greens. I got you, Greens. Like I say, don't worry. It's just a certain way we got to do things when it comes to this. So don't worry. Don't panic. I got you, Greens. But you got to understand there's a certain way we got to do things. Now, I'm glad I was able to get this video because I was able to see exactly what David Schwartz was saying in the tweet. So what I did was I screenshotted the tweet and I blew it up so I can read it. And once I blew it up, this is what it said. What's up, Kowalski? This is what David Schwartz tweeted in terms of to XPR. Because what he tweeted was, well, somebody posted interesting post from Ripple CTO, maybe hinting at loan protocol. And what David Schwartz posted was, if any of you were thinking of drinking out of the toilets or urinals, urinal, which is what I saw the S-Loan logo on yesterday, on top of the urinal, David Schwartz said, if any of you were thinking of drinking out of the toilets or urinals, S-Loan, like you would be, hold on, let me see, it says urinals, S-Loan would like you to be aware of a potential water quality issue. No, not that one, another one. And then right here it says non-potable water, do not drink. To conserve water, this building uses reclaimed water to flush toilets and urinals S-Loan. See that, family? Do y'all see that? And S-Loan was on top of the urinal that I used at Home Depot. So, you know what I did? I took a certain sentence from what he posted and I put it into Gematria. And man, oh man, the things I found out. The things that I found out when because the universe knows what we're talking about. The universe also knows who sent the tweet out. So I knew to take a certain portion of that tweet and put it in Gematria and see what the universe says. The universe is going to let us know what they're talking about. And that's the next decode I'm going to do. Because I didn't want to rush it. What's going on, Jonathan? Yeah, I've been hearing a light about Litecoin also, too. Like I said, it's a little bit too expensive for my blood. But when I get some extra funds, I'm definitely gonna take a look at Litecoin. I'm definitely gonna take a look at Litecoin. What's going on, Max? What's going on, Jason? And my man JC8 on Twitter posted a tweet. There's a coin on Alcor called XR, and JC8 tweeted that he was believing that XR could be Alcor's version of XR77. So when y'all get a chance, go take a look at that coin also, because I'm gonna definitely go take a look at it. XR77. Donald says, I went to go stake more loan protocol after. You already know, Donald. I got some loans staked all the way to September next year. What's up, Sunseeker? I got some loans staked all the way to next year. Yeah, Jonathan. But it's just called XR. But like I say, some people think XR77 is what that coin is. Jason says, have you seen XGL after the live price went up? Yes, I did, Jason. And to be honest, right now, Jason, XGL, my XGL balance is showing 30 grand. Because when that price crashed, I went and got a few billion coins. So I'm up 30 grand on XGL right now. And one of my buy orders went through, which I should have did more, but I was just testing the water. But my buy order did give me about 60,000 XPR. So I actually made profits on that deal, because I bought XGL when it crashed all the way. Like I say, you see this coin also on on Stellar XGL, and it's also linked to accounts that's linked to XMint. So certain coins, like I say, when certain coins crash, I don't care how far they crash, I'm loading up. Just like I did with XRPLT. Before XRPLT crashed, I only had about 35 million XPRLT. But I know what my spirit told me about that coin. So when that coin crashed 100% or 90%, now I have almost 8 billion. I have almost 8 billion XRPLT, family. And I have well enough to spread amongst my community when I start doing some airdrops again. Because I told you, the more money I make, the wealthier I get. I'm going to spread the love, fam. That's what y'all don't know about me. And you don't have to ask. You don't have to say nothing. You just go wake up one day. And many of you already know that. Like, people have come on here and say, Starship, did you send me certain such and such coin? I was like, yes, I did. Just because I've seen that they sent me something in the past. So if you if you sent something to me in the past and I have your wallet address, I mean, that's just the type of things I do. What's going on, Night Rider? Am I a Freemason? Nah, I don't deal with that type of stuff, Jonathan. I don't deal with that type of stuff. Bro, if your XRPLT hit 40K, that number won't fit on your screen. Exactly, fam. That's why I bought like I did. I'm telling you, the universe is taking care of me. What's up, Scoopy? I only had 35 million XRPLT before the crash. Now I'm up almost 8 billion. So, like I say, same thing with XGL. Like I say, you have to recognize when your angels are working for you. That's why I say, because Masons share the wealth around their people. Nah, it's not with me, Jonathan. Shit, I gotta go to work every day and work 12 hours doing dangerous work on the river. So if I had wealth, I definitely wouldn't be on that job. Just for fun, thank you for joining from India. Yeah, y'all smash the like button, fam. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be on that job if I was and I know Masons right now that still gotta work. That's why I say it's certain levels to that masonry stuff, It's all on who you know. But my masonry is with the real Most High. Anything I do is me solo with the Most High. Me solo with my angels in the universe. Outside of that, it's all about frequency. It's all about frequency. Because if you have knowledge of the Most High, if you have knowledge that could be beneficial to mankind and help people better themselves, why hide that knowledge? Why keep that knowledge to a certain few? If it's beneficial, put it out there. I feel like my knowledge and my spirituality is beneficial, so I'm putting it out there. I'm not keeping it for a small few. I got a coin for your Ocean TSMC. It's a semiconductor chip stock. Whether we know them semiconductor chip stocks go be big. What platform is that going on, John? What's up, Brilliance? I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check that out, fam. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna definitely check that out. And I get anxiety. I get a little nervous when it comes to, because having 8 billion XRPLT, having billions of XGL, and we know these coins crashed a lot. Like, what could my account look like when they go way back up to where they were, or even close to where they were, you know? Like, this could be a big change in my life. Like I said, it won't really make me rich, you know, because I'm trying to be conservative, right? I don't want to sell all my coins, but if I could get a few grand and give myself a little breathing room, then that's what I'm gonna do. And that's what I'm hoping happens, you know? Ocean Jesus and denounce masonry or be denied entrance to kingdom of God. Oh, Ocean Jesus said denounce masonry. Oh, okay. That's why I say that stuff right there is outside of my realm. I don't deal with stuff like that, fam. I don't deal with that type of stuff. Even though I have a cousin that's a Mason, but like I say, that's what he do. I support what he do. But you know, what he do is what he do, and what I do is what I do. That's how that goes. Trump is building a new Mason temple. Yeah, I heard about that. The third temple, right? Somebody said we live in a democracy. Really? Some democracy. Some democracy. Some democracy. I don't know what kind of democracy takes billions of taxpayer money and funds wars and sends it all over the world when the people in America are the ones that need it. I agree, Brilliance. I agree. That's why everything is about to be transformed. That's why everything is about to be transformed. They got so much going on right now, right? You got 3i Atlas. You got wars taking place. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? But I can tell you one thing, we gonna be prepared. I can tell you another thing, we gonna be protected. We gonna be protected. I know who's in fear right now. I know definitely who's in fear right now. Rich get richer and poor will stay poor. That's about to change. That's about to change, Jonathan. That is about to change. That's about to change. That's about to change. Because wealth is about to fall into the hands of those chosen by God to do great things on this planet. ISO 2022 going live in November. Do you think it's a coincidence that ISO 202 goes live in November, and that's the same time that they say 21 Atlas is supposed to be reaching our planet? Damn, Greens, thank you very much. Greens told me get a Litecoin. That's why I love my community. Thank you very much, family. Thank you so much. You are greatly appreciated. That's big. That's big. That's big. But you know why? A lot of people show me financial, because I'm telling you, all y'all about to be rich, fam. Y'all about to be rich. Y'all, if you don't believe it, you might want to start believing it. You might want to start believing it. Y'all about to be rich, family. I'm telling you. Because what the Most High has prophesied to me, every position that the Most High told me to take, I'm making sure you take that same position. But I don't want you to take the same positions I take as an investor. I want you to take the same positions I take through spirit, because you're going to garner protection unlike nobody else has. Everybody else is dependent on man-made things and technology to protect themselves from what's coming. But I've been telling y'all the best protection is the protection of the Most High. I'm telling you, like, financially, I gotta work a 9 to 5. I gotta bust my ass every day, right? I wanted to get more XRPLT. I had like 1,000 XGL. That's all I had, 1,000 XGL and 35,000 XRPLT. And I come here and I spend time with y'all. I raise the frequency. I promote God. I promote the frequency of God. I showed y'all yesterday that the universe called me the light ambassador, the ambassador of light. And I did all these things, and just out of nowhere, in the blink of an eye, now I'm in the top percentile of holders for these coins. Like, who could do that? Only the Most High could put me in that position. The Most High had me at the right place at the right time. The coin crashed at the right time, right? And I immediately went on my Patreon and told everybody about the crash, right? When I came on my live stream, I told everybody about the crash. I even, on my live stream while I was live, I posted the link to my Patreon so somebody could get some of those coins. Only the Most High can do that. Take me from the bottom holder to the top percentile. To the top percentile. And that's why I'm telling you, faith and frequency are the only things we need, family. That's all we need. And community. And community. World Boss. I saw your name on there, World Boss. Soon after I told you about it and I sent you the link, I went and looked and I said, that's what I'm talking about. World Boss is up. Green is gonna be good. Like I said, we take care of each other, family. But I was telling Greens there's a certain way we got to do things because we don't want things to look a certain way, right? But I'm here to help everybody in my community because there's many in this community that help me in many ways. And that's how it's supposed to be. I become a billionaire, fam. Y'all ain't gonna, none of y'all gonna have a broke day. Jonathan, World Boss, fucking, look, Viola, Donald, Frederick. If I'm a billionaire, all y'all go get, and look, y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea what I would do with money, because money don't mean shit to me. I just want my family to be straight. I just want to wake up and not have to go work on somebody's clock and spend time focusing on what my true purpose is. I want the freedom to do that. But I don't need 100 cars. I don't need 20 houses. I don't need that. But knowing that I can help people, knowing that a lot of people in this community go be able to go to work the next day and tell their boss that been giving them a hard time, F you, I'm out. That's gonna make me smile in a way you could never imagine. Just like with my job, right? They don't know that they got people on that job that's just been genuine to me, and they don't even know what I would do. I would go there on my last day and let them know I quit. But not only am I quitting, but y'all probably about to lose 20 employees because I'm gonna make sure these 20 employees ain't got to work too. Now, if they choose to work, that's on them. But I feel like with the right mind, with the right mindset, somebody come on the job, you know, break me off 6 figures. Like, I'm not about to go back to work. I'm about to work for myself from now on. But that's just me. But you got some people that don't have that mindset. So they'll still go work for somebody. They might just take that money, pay their house off, pay their bills off, you know, but that's their decision. But the Most High knows our hearts. And you have to understand we are in this position because of our spirits. That's why we are in this position, family. I've shown you many times how Gematria said God's chosen. God chose you. You have to be chosen by spirit. 5D community, 5D frequency, Christ consciousness. These are all the key components to benefiting from what's coming. Like I told you, what is going to make your sell order go through over many other thousands of people trying to sell the same coins at the same time? What is going to make your sell order or buy order go through over thousands of other people that are doing the same thing you're doing at the same time? And you wonder why yours go through and many others don't, because you are favored. You are favored, fam. And when you favored, you have an edge. Martin Aries says, facts, I don't need millions of dollars. I'll be sharing with people. Family, let's like and tap the screen. Definitely. Thank you, World Boss. That's all it boils down to. Now watch. Ashen, God allows the wicked to store up all the wealth to hand over to the righteous and upright. That's coming. That's coming, brilliance. Watch when that currency revaluation comes. Watch how everything gets inverted. And those that are at the top will be at the bottom, and those that are at the bottom are going to be at the top. Watch. IOTA and Litecoin. Watch how it plays out, fam. We gonna wake up one day and you gonna look at your wallet and you gonna be shocked. You gonna be shocked. Like I say, I got one wallet showing 66 million from one coin. I don't know it's XBT. I don't know what's going on. I just have faith. I just have faith. That's all I could do is have faith. None of us know what XBT really is under the account Illuminati. None of us know what that really is. But I can tell you one thing, I was fortunate to get it, and my account shows $66 million on Alcor. That's what it shows. Another reason why I feel like we all link, because we are the blessings to help others. We aren't greedy and don't need all the wealth in the world. That's true, Donald. That's true, fam. That's true. Y'all remember the decode I did maybe about 2 months ago when it said God has chosen you to be wealthy because of what you will do for others? Like the Most High already knows our hearts, fam. The Most High already knows what's in our hearts. Because we do so much for others without even having a lot. You know, we take a little, and we take the little we have and try to help as many people as we can. You know, I went to the gas station the other morning when I left from work, and they had a lady sleep right in between the pumps at the gas station, sleep. I'm talking about she was dirty, and you know, she looked rough, like life beat up on her. But guess what I did? I went woke her up, and I said, I don't know how your day might play out, but one thing I can say, when you wake up, you will be able to go get you a meal. You can go get you some breakfast. And when I woke her up, she got up and she walked off. But I think I gave her about $5, $6. You know, I just woke her up out of her sleep, and it was hard waking her up too. It was hard to wake her up. I damn near had to kick her to get her up, but she woke up, she looked at me, and I had put the money like between her, you know, and she grabbed it, she got up, and she went on about her business, you know, but I'm like, at least she can go get something to eat. You know, that's just the type of things I do. When I see an old lady walking, carrying 3, 4, 5 bags, right? When I see an old lady like 60, 70 years, 65, 70, 75-year-old lady walking, carrying 4 bags, you know what first thing tells me? She got somebody kids at the house. She got her daughter kids, her son kids. She's the lifeline of the family, because she got to carry all these groceries, and she 75 years old. And I be like, Lord, I wish I had it, because I would pull over and I would make that lady day. I would pull over, and you know, if I was a billionaire or a million, like stuff like that bothers me. Stuff like that bothers me. You know? Never forget where you came from. But this new generation so different. They so different. Yeah, that bull run go hit soon. Scoopy, all I can do is walk in faith, Scoopy. That's all I can do. All I can do is walk in faith. That's all I can do. I let fate take its course. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But I'm not gonna never walk in fear and be in fear of nothing. That's what I'm not gonna do. I mean, I've been in wars my whole life. Street wars, spiritual wars, however you want to call it. I've been there. I've been there. I lost a lot of friends growing up, fam. I've seen a lot of stuff many people couldn't handle. And I'm still here. I'm still pushing. And I'm still promoting the Most High and the frequency of God. That's the best I could do. Anything other than that is out of my hands. It's the universe's decision. It's the decision of the Most High. That's all I can say. No need to live in fear. We are spirits living the human experience anyways. You already know, Donald. You already know. These are just physical bodies that our spirits use, souls use to move around on the physical world. So that is so true. That is so true. That's all it is. Just a suit. It's just a suit, fam. And then, you know how many people have experienced this before us anyway? You talking about trillions and trillions of people have already transcended. So this is a part of the natural order of things. We come and we go. But the thing is, what did you do when you were here? What did you do when you were here, fam? What did you do when you walked in the physical? Were you scared? Did you not speak up? What did you do? What did you do that made a difference? Who did you help? That's what I fear. You want to know what I do fear? I want to fear standing in front of the Most High and looking like a coward. Yeah, I do. I think metal go melt faces, fam. I think metal go melt faces. I'm serious. I think metal go melt faces. It's gonna come out of nowhere. Just boom. Too late. You missed the bus. Price out your range. Price gonna be out your range. Frederick says a BTC price for sure. That's what I'm saying. If BTC, man, you know how many coins they have? Like, that's $500, $800 price, and nowhere near what metal can do. That's how you know it's being suppressed. Just like the guy I was telling y'all about, right? The JKW show or whatever. What's up, Mark? I can't remember the name of the channel. You know what I noticed about that video? When he was talking about S. Lone and David Schwartz, when I went to his comment section, I saw the same exact bot attack that I get in my comment section. When they hit your video with like 10, 15 comments talking about nothing. When they mass spam or whatever you call it, your chat, your comment section. So like when you put up a video and you look and you see, damn, I got 30 comments. And then when you go to your comment section, 30 comments from all bots talking about the same thing. I say, okay, he's talking about S. Lone and they just hit his account and they do the same thing to me. We own to something, fam. We own to something. Bro, I saw DNA coin on an XPR map on the X platform today. Really? What DNA coin you talking about? You talking about the one on Stellar? Pino says, I have 1 million XPR. Damn. Congrats, definitely. Wow. That's amazing. So I guess that's confirmation, Sunseeker. Yeah, 1 million XPR. You looking good. You looking good, fam. I haven't even broke 500 yet, but that's my plan. My plan is to break 500,000 XPR. If I could get 500,000 or more, I will be satisfied. Because then if XPR goes to $1, I can say I at least have $500,000. Wyola says 3 million XPR here. Wow. 3 million XPR. Damn. Mr. D says, I got 1.5 million XPR stake, 2 million loan stake, 5K. Y'all, man, y'all accounts is, I'm playing catch up. Alexander says 1.8 million XPR and 15 million long. Man, y'all making me feel like I ain't got nothing now. With the numbers y'all screaming out, y'all making me feel like I don't have nothing, fam. After the reset and collapse, XPR will be $20 to $50, says Jonathan. Hey, Xander, 15 million loan. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, Xander ain't playing. Xander not playing. What's up, Turple? 15 million loan? That's crazy. That's a definite whale. What's going on, Lise? Xander says got it from swing trading and just kept accumulating. Good job, Xander. Good job, fam. Yep. Not only is he a good trader, he a whale. He's a whale. Hope you well. You not looking good today. Talking about me, Lise? I'm just taking it easy. The weather beautiful. I'm just sitting in the shade. I just got these windows down, you know, and just every now and then I get a little hot. I just wipe the sweat off and keep it moving, you know. Sometimes I don't be wanting to sit here and run my truck for 2-3 hours, you know. Thank you, fam. Yep, definitely. The new Fortune 500 community right here. But we don't care about Forbes list and you know, we just want to be able to make a difference, you know, change things. And also we gonna be able to prove everybody wrong who didn't believe in us. Show them that, you know, having faith does pay off. Having faith does pay off. We all the wolf pack. You get it, definitely. Definitely, fam. I don't think XPR will reach $1 in this bull run. I think it will. I think it will. Brought some NXS on the L-Core exchange. That's what's up. That's another coin that's gonna come out of nowhere and probably have a high price. Trust me. I don't think there will be another bull run. I think the coins have been chosen. The value set once they go up, they ain't coming back down. I can believe that. Ashen, you are more knowledgeable than me, says Pinot Q. Or Pink. Pinot. I'm gonna try to pronounce that the best I can. Sonya Burkhead says yes. I know we don't do price predictions, but XPR gonna hit a minimum 50 cents. That's why I say if I could get to 500,000 and it hit 50 cents, I mean that's a nice piece of change right there. That's a nice piece of money right there. Yep, 50 is good. That'll be a big change for a lot of us. That'll be a big change for a lot of us, family. That will be the breathing room we need. You know, some of us, like, we can't miss one paycheck. We miss one paycheck, then we playing catch up, you know. So a 50-cent XPR will be a major relief. That'll be a major breath of fresh air. Hi, man, watching you from Norway. What's going on from Norway? Just short story. I saw Marshall before I start to listen to you guys. When listening him for 2 minutes, I thought he is genius, and I was right. Thank you, family. Thank you for joining this community. Greatly appreciated, all the way from Norway. We're all going to be good, fam. I believe that. Yep. I want to buy more XPR and ZBEC. Yeah, definitely ZBEC for sure. Litecoin looks something, man. Please, man, possible the next bull, Bitcoin maybe. I've been hearing that. It's been a lot of talk about Litecoin. I know Christopher Green been talking about Litecoin a lot. Frederick says they attacked you again. What you mean, Frederick? This bird is an eagle or what? This bird is an eagle or what? Fred loves crypto liking. Alexander says Terra Luna Classic keep popping in Gematria most of the time. It comes up a lot. You right, family. It was laggy for me. The bird don't like the voice. Maybe female bird. Kowalski says we something bird. The bird chirping in the background. Oh, y'all talking about the birds that... Oh, man. Yeah, I love crypto liking. I am in the business thanks to him. Definitely. Yep. What's going on, Don? Larry Fink talked about creating a new blockchain called ARC. I found ARC on the Plume Network. It's all about real world assets. Thank you, Pino. Thank you, fam. Love you too. we hear the bird. That's what's up, Wyola. Like I say, nature, all that plays a part in frequency, family. Just let hope the APR don't get under the 1% when everything hits up. True. Long from Detcoin is worth $5 and $5.03 on snips. Damn. Metal Dow 54 million cap. Mark Holmes says, well, at least we can hear the birds. Yeah, Donald, all that glitches everywhere are crazy. Bellissimo says, hey, want to try to give King from Detcoin worth $5.03 on snips. Yeah, a lot of those Detcoins gonna come out of nowhere and shock a lot of people too. Like Dev, you have DEV, Dev. I think Dev is on Litecoin. I mean on Detcoin. Did you hear about liquid loan and plus post change lending, borrowing good platforms? Just now is all-time low. Really? I know I have Liquid on Alcor. There's a coin called Liquid. Definitely have a coin called Liquid, and that's under the account Liquid, and Liquid is the account that's that Marshall coin, and a couple of other coins are under, like the ones that they hear from everybody on Alcor. So there is a coin called Liquid on Alcor, and it's created some major crypto tokens that they immediately hear from the public. About to start airdropping y'all some again. Whoever wallet on my web off list. For sure. Yeah, Donald sent me some that coin too though. So like I say, big shout out to Donald. Cause Donald always looking out too, Fred. That's why I say we got an awesome community. You know? You can't find this just anywhere. You can't find this just any old any old place. You know? Everybody always trying to get what they can get out the next person, but they never willing to give back. Liquid equals currency flow / river flow. Somebody say answering some questions. Like, this is my first time. So you think you can come here on the first time I see you and get to ask me questions? It don't work like that, fam. I don't even know who you is. Yeah, now that's a difficult one. That's a difficult one. Snips coins, price prediction, who knows? Dana says, yes, great community, and we do not want the best for each other. Well, I know Dana was saying something positive. $8 to $10 bull run. Jay from Detcoin worth $5 million. True. What's going on, Tom Sky? Yeah, y'all hit that like and subscribe button. 36 people in, 27 likes. Yeah, Jonathan do be making some wild predictions. You right about that. It's easy. Just read the charts. Look at the past, how they move. Jonathan predicted XPR $10. Yeah, he said $10 to, I think it was a higher number than that too, right? I think $10 was the minimum. I think $10 was Jonathan's minimum. Ashen, when this pops, we all got to get together and smoke a cigar. We definitely go do that, Dana. And when this pop off, I'm gonna smoke more than a cigar, trust me. I'm gonna smoke that stuff that come from Canis Major. I'm gonna smoke that stuff that come from Canis Major. Yep. Green said, I only smoke greens. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, greens. That come from Canis Major. That's not even from this planet. People don't know that. that green not from this planet. It was brought here. I said I was about to start back trading too, man. Trying to because I used to trade on pocket options, trading Stellar. You know, I send Stellar to pocket options, and I do binary options, you know, like minute-to-minute trading. And I've been saying I might get back into that. Because there's a couple of times where I, you know, sent $30 and I ran $30 up to a couple hundred. Like, I've done that a couple of times. Green says, I'm an alien. Marshall coin is worth 4.79 on Snips. Yep. And I have both versions of, you know, they have, just in case y'all know, they have two versions of Marshall. They have Marshall under liquid coins, and then they have the other Marshall. So, you know, make sure you have both of them. The one that's under liquid Marshall is more expensive. Man, I follow all Russian channels about crypto. Just one guy from internet was talking about XPR. Says, looks like a scam. Can't imagine how people don't see it. Time go tell. Green says they call me an illegal alien. Ain't that something? Collapse maybe 2027. I don't think the collapse gonna happen in 2027. I think in 2027 it just gonna be it's gonna be way worse. I think that's because, remember, my decode said 2028 is when the world is gonna need a one world leader, which is basically the Antichrist or the Maitreya, right? But you have to think about it too. The Bible could have been talking about one world leader, meaning it could be talking about a certain system also. But do y'all remember that decode when we was talking about 2028, and it said exactly in 2028 the world is going to need a one world. So, and I told you, I say, if that is what's going to be needed in 2028, then how bad are the times leading up until that point are going to be? Because, you know, you're not going to have just one event happen in 2028 and then we going to need a word. Nah, things going to have been bad for a while. That's why I'm telling y'all, we don't have much time. Like, this is the time to get ready and prepare. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time to start new businesses and do, like, you need to be conservative. This is preparation time. We got to let happen what needs to happen. And once that happens, then that's just like coming out the bunker after everything has been destroyed. We come out the bunker and you know, populate the earth, and then we come out and start rebuilding. But this is not the time, because whatever you rebuild go get destroyed. Whatever you build now is going to get destroyed. You know, this is preparation. This is hunker down time. This is getting your frequency and your spiritual right so you can be able to handle what's about to happen. Because your loved ones going to be looking up to you. And when they see the strength in you, and when they see you not panicking and you not going crazy, you not, you know, then it's go spread. But you know how many people go panic? They come outside and they see figures in the sky. They see spaceships, whatever. Who knows? That could be real. It could be Project Bluebeam. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. What do you think about the narratives coming out next, about the next couple weeks? Are you talking about 31 Atlas, whatever you call it? 3-Eye Atlas? What's going on, Rashad? What is Project Bluebeam? Project Bluebeam is technology they have to where they can use projectors to project any image, and that image will look so real you can't even you can't fathom the precision of the realness that image will take on. Like, it will look so real you would not know the difference, fam. That is Project Bluebeam. And they've already tested it many times. They've already tested it many times. They've already tested it many times. Yep. Linda says, first time watching from New York. Thank you for joining and becoming part of the 5D community, Linda. Thank you, fam. We just chopping it up, P, like we normally do. What's up, Hero? Peace and blessings, family. We got Hero in the building. Like I said, we got all the big dogs here today. We missing a few, but like I say, we got the big dogs here today. We got the championship team right now. The champs. We go shock a lot of people. That's what I was talking about earlier. Somebody said I just sent something. I didn't get a chance to see it. If you could repost it. Hero says, yep, all of the VIPs, definitely. Yeah, I told y'all I like to sit out in nature, you know. Like I say, it's a little more warmer because I would rather be running my AC and be comfortable. I wouldn't be sweating. But like I say, when I'm in nature, and you know, you got, because the birds, like, all of that plays a part, family. Birds can talk. I remember one time I had a neighbor, right? My neighbor, a lot of people thought he was crazy. And I remember I had an extra camera system. This was when I was with my ex-wife. I had an extra camera system. It didn't work, but I went outside and I was telling him, I said, look, bro, I got these cameras. You could put them on your house. They don't work. But just that visual, when somebody look on your house and see those cameras, it might deter them from, you know, messing with your house or something, right? And he was like, yeah. I say, and as I was putting them in his hand, I promised to the Most High, I heard the bird chirping, just like what y'all hearing, right? And he looked up in the tree and he looked at that bird like with a funny expression. And I looked at him and I said, what, bro? He said, nah, man, you gonna think I'm crazy. And I said, nah, I ain't gonna think you crazy. He said, well, that bird just talked to me. I said, what? He said, yeah. I said, what the bird say? He told me just like this. He said, the bird say, now what the F I'ma do? That's a true story, fam. That's a true story. That boy looked up in the tree. That boy looked up in the tree at that bird when that bird was chirping and told me the bird told him, now what the fuck I'ma do? Now, what really threw me off was I heard the bird. So the bird, what? So I'm just telling you, fam, when I was at a low vibrational level, I thought he was crazy. But knowing how things really work, knowing how frequency works, that is possible, fam. Different people have different powers that they can tap into once they raise their frequency. So if you could think it, it's already been done or can been achieved. Anything you think in your mind, somebody most likely has already did it or will happen. I'm talking about anything come to your mind. Putting jumper cables on your nipples. You'll be like, man, that's crazy. I bet you $1 million somebody done did that before. I'm telling you, fam. Yep. Frequency is the universal language. Yes, and they say we used to be able to talk to all animals. That is true, fam. That's what I'm saying. Back then, I was looking at him like he was crazy. You know, but now, you know, when you raise your frequency, you understand that these things are possible. This channel raises frequencies, definitely, fam. Definitely. Because I guess that bird was, I guess that bird felt like I was the eyes and ears around here. But now you go put these cameras up on your house. What the F I'ma do now? Oh, man. Yeah, that's a true story, fam. And sorry to say that guy lost his life. A few years ago, he died, I think. I just sent 1,000 XPR to your... Okay, thank you, family. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, family. Thank you very much. Alexander, thank you, fam. My cat raises my frequency, too. He's so sweet. Yep. And I'm going to tell you something about cats, fam. You notice you see those cats a lot in Egypt. And there were civilizations throughout history where they worship cats. They worship cats. I'm not gonna say no because I don't want to offend nobody, but all I'm gonna say is part of that religion was started from that culture, and all I'm gonna say is the religion that was started from that culture, it starts with the word cat. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, fam. Do your research. Do your research. Ashen, Wellballs Wallet. Yeah, thank you, Frederick, for posting that. Anybody, Frederick just posted my Wellballs Wallet address. You would like to show me some love? That's the Wellballs Wallet address you can send it to. Dana says truth. From Egypt, the pharaohs. Maybe, Pino. We know something might happen on the 30th. We preparing ourselves, you know. We preparing ourselves. But you have to understand, we go be tested. We go be tested. That's just the natural order of things. Do you really believe what you're standing on? Are you standing on business? You know, saying it is one thing, but living it and letting it play out, that's a whole different story. Do you believe what you believe? Because if you believe it, when you see everything crashing, you got to be a certain type of motivated, spiritually dedicated individual to watch all your wealth go all the way down. But in your heart, you know it's going to come back. A lot of people go fail that test. A lot of people go jump out of the crypto. They go put their money in stable coins and different things. And who knows how that might play out. I'm riding it out to the end, fam. The only thing I will put in stable coins is a little bit to have to buy if the price drops. You know what I'm saying? If the price goes way crazy down, then I could just have money in my stable coins that I could just use that to you know, buy some more coins. But I'm not getting off my assets, family. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero. It was just meant to be. But I'm not about to play crypto ping pong. I'm not about to do that. Dana says, good idea. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't say you have faith and you believe something and then you start, because once you start doing that, you're going against your own beliefs, fam. You're going against your own beliefs. If you believe it, you should achieve it. Yeah, crypto. I told y'all we come up with some new terms on here, huh? Yesterday it was Temu of crypto. I forgot what the other term was. Now we call it crypto ping pong. You know what I'm saying? Crypto ping pong. We ain't about to do that. Bing, 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 bing. I'm not about to do that. That shit take too much work. You know what I'm saying? We ain't about to do that. I got faith. I believe it. I'ma leave it there. I'ma leave it there. But like I say, you got to be a strong spiritually person that really believe to have 15, 10, even 5 grand in Proton alone, and then you watch it go from that to $100. And you watch it go from that to $100. We will be tested, fam. We will be tested. It's not gonna just, you don't walk from light to dark. You don't walk from light to light. You walk from darkness to light, fam. Right? We walk from darkness to light. So it might get a little crazy. It might get a little scary. It might get a little ugly before we, you know, receive our rewards. But like, understand, we not gonna walk from light to light. We go walk from dark to light. Because the more XPR, the more loan goes down, I'ma buy. Just like how XGL went down and I bought, now my account shows 30 grand. Just how XRPLT went down, I only had 35 million XRPLT. Now I have almost 8 billion. Because my spirit tells me I need to have this. Because Gematria tells me I need to have this. I already told everybody, Scoopy, my place is Belize. That's where my spirit is leading me, to Belize. I checked on my BSV today in my Electrum wallet, not Electrum SV, the blue Electrum wallet, because I created a wallet on Electrum SV using my Anchor wallet, and then I imported that Anchor wallet that I created on Electrum SV into the Electrum blue wallet, and I went on there and I got my wallet address, and I took that address and I went to what's on chain, which is the Explorer for BSV, and I put that address in there, and it still showed me that I'm still holding the BSV in that wallet. And like I say, I got that method from Crypto Rick about 5-6 months ago, fam. 5-6 months ago. Well, y'all remember about a day or two ago, Snips verse came up. Snips came up in my decode. And Snips does not come up a lot. But like I told y'all, we have thousands of terms that never came up once. But for Snips to come up, it's come up a few different times. And it came up again. So Snips is going to be significant in some sort of way, fam. Now, what the price prediction could be for Snips, who knows? Who knows? World Boss says, yep, I remember Snips came up. these numbers be tripping me out on my live streams. I got 43 people in the live, and I got 34 likes. 43, 34. 43, 34. Hope so. I've been low price for a long time. I bought earlier. What's up, Proctor? Yeah, better late than never is true. I told y'all BSV go definitely pass I'm gonna tell you this, BSV go definitely pass $250,000 for one coin. I can tell you that for sure. Yep, not financial advice. I really believe that BSV will pass. That's just my opinion because of different things I've seen, but this is not financial advice because you know nobody knows what BSV price could go to. So don't quote me on that, but I'm just being optimistic, you know. I'm just telling you, let's put it like this here. I hope it goes past $250,000. But like I say, not financial advice, fam. Thank you, Frederick, for being on point. Marshall says Marshall says snips remind them of Facebook in the 2020s. 2020. Who knows, fam? That's what I'm telling y'all. Like, BSV no longer available on Alcor. Is it no longer available as far as the swap or spot or what? They took it all the way off. Let me check, because I still hold that coin, but I think you can still spot trade it because it has a lot of different pairs. You can it's paired with a lot of different coins. They probably done took it to where you can't buy it now. They just launched Terranode to scale millions of transactions per second. BSV on BitGet. Yeah, Pine, I have the one on BitGet. I'm looking in the swap right now. Yeah, they removed it from the swap, Donald. They removed it from the swap. You can only spot trade it now. The best place that I could think of, well, I'm gonna tell you the place that I use is Electrum SV. Electrum SV. That's where yep, Electrum SV. That's the one I use. And I reached out to Rick to see how I can get the video on how to do the Merkle tree route that I did, but I did it, but I don't remember the process I took to do it. I should have saved the video, but I don't remember how to do the Merkle tree route. But I think that's like a good thing you can do to validate your purchase of BSV. Black Richard Rich says you can put it on a paper wallet. Yeah, you have to you can only get Electrum SV on desktop, Frederick. You have to get it on the desktop. You have to download it to your desktop. World Boss says yes, paper wallet is safe too. Yeah, you have to get it on the desktop, Frederick. Hero says, Chief Seats, you must have 1,000 BSV. No, sadly, but more than enough. I mean, I feel like if we have 10, having 10 of them is a good look. Frederick, you funny. But I like Metallicus too, XPR, Loan, and Snips. If you look at the technology that BSV has, I mean, like if you go to the Electrum wallet, a lot of people don't know that every time you do a transaction on BSV, your wallet address changes. Every time, every transaction, you get a whole new receiving and sending address. So if you send BSV to my Electrum SV wallet, the next time you want to send me BSV, I'm going to have to give you a new receiving address because that address changes every transaction. Black Richard Rich says Blue Electrum, you see. Yeah, I use Blue Electrum because Rick told us a way that we can take a Anchor wallet address, import that address into Electrum SV, and then once we do that, we can send that Electrum SV to Electrum Blue. Once we import our Electrum SV Anchor wallet into Electrum Blue, your coins show on the Explorer that those BSV coins are in that wallet. Now, the only thing is they don't show. They don't show in the wallet, but they show on the What's On Chain Explorer. So, like I say, Rick gave us that information about 6-7 months ago. Electrum uses master private keys, which generates all new addresses for each transaction, a new one, like Ocean told. Exactly, family. Like, that is not no technology that should be overlooked. Yeah, Frederick, that was a level up when Rick showed us how to do that. You know, that's another video he took down. How to take your Anchor wallet, how to go to your Anchor wallet, create a new address, take that address, import that address into Electrum SV, and then after you import that address to Electrum SV, you take that same address, you go to Electrum Blue, and you import that address, and then you send those BSV coins to Electrum Blue. What's up, El Monte? What's up, Mariana? I don't remember the process because I no longer have the video. But yeah, that was the process. And I checked the date. Like I say, those BSV coins are in that wallet. They don't show in the wallet. They don't show, but they're in the wallet. Because once you take that address and you import that address into what's on chain and you search that address, you see those coins are there. Yes, yeah, you can send your BSV to the Electrum SV wallet, definitely. Definitely. You can definitely do that. But what I would do, Richie Rich, I would send a small amount. And once you send a small amount and it goes through, then you know you good to go. But like I say, you have to get the Electrum SV wallet on desktop. And that goes also for the Freighter wallet, because you can get the Freighter mobile wallet now for Stellar, but you want to make sure you get the desktop Freighter wallet, because with the desktop Freighter wallet, you can remove the trade lines from all of your Stellar coins. I went to remove some trade lines today, but I was having issues with my computer. So my son-in-law, he got my computer now, and he told me that I need more RAM and my hard drive needs to be updated. Yeah, you can you can't send BSV to Electrum Blue. You can only send BSV to Electrum Blue if you've imported the Anchor wallet that you created on SV to the Electrum Blue. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. If you send your BSV to straight to Electrum Blue, you go lose your coins. But you can go to your Anchor wallet, as a matter of fact, this is how it just came to me how you do it. You go to your Anchor wallet, you create another wallet address. And once you create another wallet address with your Anchor wallet, then you import that wallet address into Electrum SV. And once you import that wallet address to Electrum SV, then you take that wallet address and import it. Because when you import that wallet address from Anchor into Electrum SV, it's going to give you a new Electrum SV wallet address. Once you get that new Electrum SV wallet address, you take that address, import it into Electrum Blue, and then you can send your BSV to Electrum Blue. But if you don't do that, don't send no BSV to Electrum Blue, because Electrum Blue is really only for Bitcoin. But Rick found a loophole, which was very technical and ahead of his time. And it actually worked, fam. It actually worked. Pino says, I'm from Pakistan. Big shout out to Pakistan. Black Richard Rich says, I need a video on that. I might try it again, Black Richard Rich, and see how it goes. What's going on, Don? Raby is a wallet also, I think. That won't be for long. We won't be living paycheck to paycheck for long. Are you storing all the keys for all these wallets? Definitely. 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 I have them on flash drives. I have them written down. You know, I have them written down. And I do recommend that. I do recommend writing all your keys down. And you know, and it gets aggravating because you got to do a lot of writing, but at the end of the day, it could save you. It could save us. Yeah, Arabia is an XLM Stellar wallet. Yes, of course, but some people don't do that until it's too late. That's true, Proctor. That is true. If it's possible, always save private keys direct. Then rescue more than seed phrase. Seeds often are not good and portable in different wallets. And some people take a picture and then wonder why they get, yeah, exactly. I don't take a picture. I write them down. Is Rock Wallet garbage? Some people use Rock Wallet. I don't use it, fam. CSW recommended in his interview with Crypto Rick. Yeah, a lot of people use Rock Wallet. I don't have any experience with it though. Cheap Seat says he do paper wallets offline. That's what I did with my Freda wallet. If any of you want to create a real good Stellar wallet for your Freda wallet, create that wallet offline. You do a paper wallet and you do it with the internet turned off. Once you create that paper wallet, see, a lot of you didn't know that on Stellar, you can create your paper wallet while you're offline. While you're offline, create that paper wallet, and then once it's created, you can take that paper wallet and go use that to create your Freda wallet. That's the most secure way to create a Freda wallet, by creating a paper wallet offline for Stellar. I don't know how it works with TA Proctor says XRP also. See, that's what I was about to say. I don't know how it goes for other platforms, but that's the best way to do it. They had that option before, XLM. Okay, may have to create a video option. Yeah, definitely. But I don't know. I think I don't know if Rick still has that video up. But I know Rick still has the video up on how to remove the trust lines from all of your coins on Stellar. God, I still have a lot of things to do, says Mariana. Yeah, we got to put in some work. We're going to have to put in some work. And I got a lot of coins that I have on Lobster and my Freda wallet. I went today, like I said, to remove trade lines from a lot of the new coins I have. But my computer is so old. And my son told me I need a new hard drive and some more RAM. So he's taking care of that for me as we speak. Who knows, fam? That's why I say, you know, our next best protection is the Most High. Because they can't hack what they can't see. I have no idea, Pete, but I'm quite sure they probably did. Yeah, we had that source at one time, but like I say, things change. Mariana says she does have Faraday bags. Yeah, that's good to have. And I got different sizes. I got one for the laptop and I got one to put the phones in. And I really would like to get one that's big enough to fit my generator, so I can store my generator in a Faraday bag. Safest wallet is one's heart. That's true, Tom. Like I say, they can't hack or they can't take what they can't see. And the Most High could definitely hide our wallets to where they can't even see it. Yeah, Tom does sound like a poet, huh? Tom says, I'm sleeping in Faraday cage because of cell towers. That's crazy. When I first started, I was in a panic to get everything done, thinking, and I was way ahead. So calm down, just make sure you do it. I have a USB in it, one space, but only one. Paper wallets don't need Faraday anyway. Frederick, you be cutting up, fam. Waiting for 31st October. We gonna see, fam. We getting close. We are getting close. We are getting close. And like I told y'all, the closer we get, the more signs that we get from different places. I think on X I'm Crypto Starship. Crypto Starship. I have fair rights on my older vehicle, so maybe it may work if in an EMP strike. Yeah, that's why Obama did the cash for clunkers. They took all them older vehicles off the road. They took all those older vehicles off the road. Then they turn around and give us a movie called Leave the World Behind. I could tell you something coming, because you could feel it. Like you could look at Elcor and look at the markets and look at how the coins are moving, and you could just tell we in a different time right now. We in a different time right now. You could tell the way the markets are moving, you know? Don't drive Teslas. I agree. I definitely don't deal with Teslas. Especially if you saw the movie Leave the World Behind, you'll stay far away from a Tesla. Ben Real Eyes says an Enron move. How much XPR dump on 31st October? Not financial advice, man. Who knows what we go witness, family? It may dump crazy, or it may, because y'all remember last time when I did the prediction about National Popcorn Day, and right after I did that prediction, XPR went up to the highest level it's been in a long time. But do you remember when XPR network went to that higher price, you remember everything else was crashing? Do y'all remember that? Everything else was crashing. Then XPR just took off and went almost to 0.08. If y'all remember that. Because I was saying, I say XPR network go take off around National Popcorn Day. And it did exactly what I said. But when it went up, everything else had crashed and was crashing bad. So hopefully we can see a repeat of that, but maybe higher. Maybe everything else crashes and XPR takes off in a way that we can't imagine. Crypto Starship without the S. What's going on, Ross? XRP is for companies. XPR is peer-to-peer people, is to appear people every day. We go find out, Proctor. We go find out. We will get the answer. Peer to peer. I figured that's what you were saying. Do you guys watch XRP price today? Hovered at 262. Very interesting. You know something else I found out? I found there is an artist, there is a song on YouTube, and the name of the song is XRP 262, or the group is called XRP 262, and the name of the song is Ashes 2030. Let me see if I can pull that up and show y'all. I found it. Y'all ready for this? You might can't see it. But this is from a year ago. This is from a year ago. And somebody called 2030 created a song called XRP 262. XRP 262, 2030. And for some reason, out of nowhere, it just happens to be a phoenix at the bottom from an entirely different video. And the name of and I know y'all probably can't see it, but it says 2030 XRP 262, and it says Ashes. Ashes 2030 XRP 262, and it says Ashes. I told you, the closer we get, the more things the universe reveals to me, family. The closer we get, the more the universe reveals things to us. Now, this was posted a year ago. Now, even crazier, in that same picture, as you can see right here, you can actually see the Phoenix. You can see the Phoenix. XRP 262, 2030, ashes, and you see the Phoenix. You see the Phoenix, fam. I told you we got to be very close. We have got to be very close, fam. I don't know how my spirit led me to this, but when I came across it, I'm like, oh, I got to show the family this. Yesterday, we talked about S-Loan on the toilet, and now, a year ago, somebody called 2030 posts a song called XRP 262 and said something about ashes, and on top of ashes, you see the Phoenix. What's going on, XD? Peace, pardon self. I just subscribed after being a subject of government programming. I am an extreme private advocate, but to support this channel, I logged in to subscribe. I appreciate that, XD. I appreciate that, family. So y'all tell me, do you think that's confirmation? Once again, do you think that's confirmation? Because I think it's confirmation, fam. XRP 262, 2030, ashes, Phoenix. DeFi King broke the XRP 262 in the movie Sneakers, and at the top of the screen it said Federal Reserve Node. Federal Reserve Node XRP 262. And that movie came out in 1992. See, let me get y'all attention for a second, please. Let me get y'all attention. Let me break something down to y'all. I remember when XRP 262 was first created. I was able to get the coins directly from the creator. I told you, this person came to our group, created FrankCoin, created XRP 262, and just disappeared. And when FrankCoin first was in my wallet, FrankCoin was showing $100 million price. And I kept trying to swap FrankCoin to XPR, and it kept saying invalid, invalid, invalid. And I'm like, damn, why I can't swap it? I didn't know much about how to deal with Alcor and swapping coins, right? I didn't know how to deal with that at the time. So when it was at $100 million worth of FrankCoin, right, it dropped all the way down to $5 million worth of FrankCoin. And right when it got a little under $1 million worth of FrankCoin, something told me, swap Frank to XPR 262. And when I swapped Frank to XPR 262, it gave me 50 million XRP 262. And in the beginning, when I first got XRP 262, a few weeks after that, I remember cashing out $1,000 in profits and still kept a good bit. I think I kept like $10 million, 10 million XRP 262, right? So, and then after that, that's when it started dropping all the way down to 0.00000 whatever, right? But I'm telling you, when XRP 262 first was created, I witnessed it. And on top of that, it didn't say XRP LT. It actually said XRP 262. And every week or every 2 weeks, the creator would change the symbol and the colors of XRP 262. Just to do it, just changing the colors, changing the design, changing the colors, right? And then one day, they just took it off and they called it, no, it still was called XRP 262, but they removed the logo. Then a little time after that, they changed the name from XRP 262 to XRPLT. So a lot of you don't know that when XRPLT first came to Alcor, it was actually called XRP262. Y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that. Because I remember being in the group and I'm like, damn, who is this person? I'm telling you, family, a lot of this stuff is on a heavenly spiritual frequency. A lot of this stuff is being done by entities that are not of this earth, family. I'm telling you. How you think we just keep getting this how you think we keep getting this information? We are part of a small percentage. That's what my decode said. We are but a small percent that have access to this information because of who we are, because of our frequency, because of our spirits. I was fortunate to be in that group at that time and witness that. I'm telling you what I witnessed, family. I remember people in the group saying, I think this guy is AI. I think this guy is an angel. Like, we didn't know, but they came out of nowhere, created it, and just left. And still to this day, people are making money off XRPLT. Many have made good money off XRPLT, which is actually XRP262. But they removed the logo because they didn't want you to see the logo. They removed the websites from these coins because they didn't want you to know these coins are linked to the real websites. Right? Like when Corium first came to Alcor. Corium, right under where it says Corium on the Explorer, all of these coins had the websites under them. When you click that website, it took you to the actual authentic website. And then they say, oh, we can't do that. So they removed all the websites. Then they removed all the websites. So they removed the symbols, the tickers, they removed the websites, and they changed names of some of these coins because they want to throw us off. They don't want us to know exactly what's happening. Too little, too late. We already know. We already know, fam. We already know. Hey, anybody who wants Frank Coin right now, to my wallet address, Panhandle STP. I don't care if you send 50 cents. Send something to that wallet so I can have your address, and I'm going to airdrop you all some Frank Coin. Because this person that I'm telling you about, they loaded me up with Frank Coin. They loaded me up. They loaded me up. Frank Coin and XRPLT. And you know they paired too, right? You know they paired on spot trading, right? They're paired on spot trading, right? You know that, right? So if XPRLT goes up in some kind of way, these two coins go work together, right? We talking about Professor Frank. And don't forget, Frank Coin and Gematria is 440. What else is 440? XPR, XRP. Let's not forget that. Also, 440 is Proton Mail. Let's not forget. So, Panhandle STP. That's my YouTube. Wellboss wallet. Panhandle STP. I don't care if you send a quarter. Make sure you send something so I can have your address, and I will airdrop you all some Frank Coin. There are people already that I've sent Frank Coin to, but I want to make sure all of you have some Frank Coin because it was a blessing to me, and I'm going to make it a blessing for me and make it a blessing to you. But you can still also purchase Frank Coin on Alcor. And that's how we go do that. What's going on, Joy? Respect the hard work and panhandling you are doing out here. God bless. That's what's up, bro, for sure. And guess what? I'm going to trip y'all head out. When I was a kid, I grew up in Thank you, Frederick. When I grew up in, I grew up in New Orleans, like I told y'all. Yeah, they have a ex Frank also, but we talking about the original Frank Cohen. But let me tell y'all a quick story, right? When I was young, when I grew up in the projects, right? So I grew up in one of the worst projects in the city of New Orleans. So me and my friends, we was running around being little badasses, This probably like I'm around 11, maybe 11, 12 years old. And we decided to call out, we decided to be a gang, right? In the projects, right? A little kid gang, right? And we all told each other, we need to name ourselves, right? And I remember one of my friends named himself Gunner Man. I remember another friend named himself Tracker. I remember another friend named himself, I can't remember all the names, but then when they asked me, what you gonna name yourself? I thought about this Western movie I was watching with my uncle, and I remember hearing the word panhandle, right? And I was like, I'm gonna call myself Panhandle. As a kid, didn't know the whole time panhandling basically means a beggar. I didn't know. I just liked it because it sounded good, and I saw it on a Western movie, watching the Western movie with my uncle. Right? It was one of the guys' name was Panhandle, so I'm like, I'm gonna be Panhandle. And then years later, I found out what it means to panhandle. I said, man, I didn't know that. Yeah, man, called myself Panhandle. I was about 11, 12 years old, calling myself Panhandle, right? So it stuck with me. So when I did this, when I created that wallet, I say Panhandle STP. STP, that's the name of the projects I'm from, St. Thomas Projects. Panhandle St. Thomas Projects, right? So I know some of y'all see that term and be like, what made him pick that? Now y'all know the story. Now y'all know the story, fam. That's why they always say, do your research. I should have did my research as a kid, but I didn't know better. Thank you, Bearded Money. Thank you, family. If you don't feel comfortable putting your web address in this live, we will link up on Patreon. I'll send some Frank coin. Definitely, Donald even willing to send some Frank coin too, family. On the Patreon. If you're on the Patreon, then that's why I say, that's why we have it, fam. Like I say, that's the for sure community, that we can use to make sure we make sure everybody's good. Yeah, Donald is the man, definitely. Donald, hero. Now you're a gold panning. Y'all heard what Hero said? I went from panhandle to gold panning. Man, that is funny as hell, man. Went from panhandle to gold panning. I can't believe it. All right, Bearded Man. We gonna make sure y'all good, fam. Whether it's, if y'all send something to my wallet or if you on the Patreon, we gonna make sure you're good. We gonna make sure you're good. Rags to riches. Yeah, laughing is healthy, Night Rider. Donald Frederick said it's better than Gold Digger. You right, friend. It could have been far worse. It could have been far worse, right? Gold Digger. Gold panning. I'm gonna have to use that some kind of way. I'm gonna have to use that some kind of way, fam. You shouldn't have you shouldn't have called me that, fam. I gotta use that gold panning. What's going on, King of Kings? Ashen, how many of the different Illuminati tokens did you manage to get before they removed them? I grabbed a good bit of them. Because I knew the word Illuminati was gonna run a lot of people off, right? I knew it was gonna run a lot of, I ain't getting Illuminati. What you gotta understand, you know, they got God's Illuminati also. You got God's Illuminati, and you have the inverted Illuminati, the ones that want to pretend to be those that are the light. But yesterday, y'all saw on my live stream, Twitter told me I am the light ambassador. We ain't talking about that false light. We talking about real light. Look at the condition of the world, fam. Look at the condition of the world, the homelessness, the violence, the wars. Like, do you see any light? But I can tell you where I do see light, in this community. And this light can spread. Big fires are started from a spark, fam. Big fires are started from a spark. From a small spark. An entire forest fire wipes out 50,000 acres, and it all started from a spark. We know some of them are started, and we know the story about that, but you know, sometimes just a small spark can do a lot of damage. Most of us have put all our savings and our money in crypto, right? Most of us have. But we did it in faith. We did it believing that our spirit has led us to do this. But the group keeps me going. That's good to know, fam. That's why I'm telling you, Pino, we gonna be tested, fam. We gonna be tested at some point. Some of us have already passed the test, and you know, we may already be past that. Who knows? Who knows? We may be past the test point. You know? We may be past that mile marker. We may be past that. I don't know. But I just want you to know that if it does go to that point, to keep the faith, fam. To keep the faith. Ashen, how many of the different Illuminati tokens did you manage to get? I don't know. The sleep easy session, I don't know, family. I know I managed to get some, though. I managed to get some. Thank you, Black Richie Rich. I appreciate it. My girl always on. Thank you, Black Richie. My girl always on me. I was like, I tell her, you need some money? Yeah, I need some bread. Like you be saying bread. She find that so funny. She said, when y'all start calling money bread? But all we gotta do, fam, is stay positive. Toronto the Dump. Hello from UK. This showed up in my recommended. So hi, laugh out loud. What's going on, Toronto the Dump? That's a hell of a name. Oh, I did some laughing today. Toronto the Dump. Hey, you can come and make us laugh. We rocking with you, fam. Ah, that's crazy. Toronto the dump, man. Oh, man, what y'all call it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We call it bread. We call it bread. That's what I use that a lot, man. I got to go pick up this bread. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, fam. But I just say my girl find that so funny, you know, whenever I use bread, you know. Definitely. Yeah, just like I say, fam, this is what it's supposed to be about. Raising the frequency, laughter, helping each other out, supporting each other. You know what I'm saying? And if we doing this before we get the money, we gonna be way more powerful once we achieve wealth. You know what I'm saying? Because we've built a relationship. You know, we know about each other. We know about each other's regions where we live. And you know, like I said, when I come on here, I be me. I don't try to be fake like these other dudes do. I come on here and give you me. So when you meet me in person, you're not gonna be like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys, they put on the facade. They, you know, that's not me. I got beautiful suits. Look, I could come on here and be a faker all day, but I'd rather come on here and just be regular, be me. I'm gonna be me, because I don't judge people about what they wear, how they look, and you know, I don't do that. It's on what's in you and what's up here and what's right here. That's how I operate, fam. That's how I operate. I could have went in my closet and grabbed a nice suit with a tie. I could have parked this truck and went and got one of my nicer cars to try to portray something. I don't do that. I come on here and be me. Because when you meet me, you gonna say, this is the exact same guy who we've been, you know, dealing with for the past year or however long I've been on here. You go see no difference in me. You gonna see no difference in me, fam. And we get a chance to see everyone's personalities. Like that's what we do, right? We see the jokes that we say. We see everybody's personalities. Hero says I have a purple blazer. I don't have a purple suit, but I do have a purple blazer. I do have a purple blazer. Just learn, my friend, who I know for years, house from crypto, and all those years, he never shared any details. In fact, tried to discourage me from crypto. Yeah, that's crazy, fam. And you kept the faith, fam, and you found the awesome community at Time Sky. Cause guess what? You always here. You always helping raise the frequency. So if any one of us makes it, fam, you always got somebody to reach out to, because we gonna be wealthy. That's why I say I hope everybody in this community feels like me. Like if you see somebody in this community that's always been here, always helping, raising the frequency, giving information, and that person falls on hard time, we should not leave these people behind. If one of us, we've been in here every time we go live, we talking, we laughing, and they wallet gets hacked or something, they shouldn't feel like their wealth is gone. They shouldn't feel like all of their chances of being wealthy is gone. No, you still gonna be wealthy, because we go all make sure you wealthy, because you was here in the beginning, fam. You was here before the wealth. Something you said might have saved somebody or helped somebody. So guess what? We not gonna make sure you go without. See, that's the life insurance for all of us. If something go down with Hero wallet, Hero got us. If something go down with my wallet, I got y'all. If something go down with Frederick wallet, Frederick got us. If something goes down with World Boss, Joy, anybody else wallet, they got us. That is a more of an insurance policy, fam. We've given ourselves more options of being wealthy if we all ride out this right frequency and really stick to it and believe in our hearts that we gonna be millionaires and what we gonna do with the money. Somebody might get locked out their wallet and can't get back in, and it's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Well, guess what? What your whereabouts wallet address is, there you go. There you go. We all been doing fine. We all been making it without wealth. We just been going through life. We okay. We not wealthy, but we okay. So if we could do it now, when we get wealthy, like what, we can't let money can't change people like us. That's why God is going to bless us with it. Because no matter if you up or down, you've always been the same person. People don't know if you up or you down unless you tell them. Because you act the same. You just stay to yourself and you just wait till you wait your time. And that's why people like you. Because you are the same at all times. When you broke, I'm the same. When you up, I'm the same. We all have our bad days. When we lash out, we flip, whatever. But the public don't know that. They don't know that. Because we human. We not perfect. But I'm telling you, in my life, there's been times when I've been 6 figures strong in my life as a youngster. When I was 19 years old, I was 6 figures strong. Believe it or not, I was worth 6 figures at 19 years old. And within a year, almost 2 years later, I was broke. Because I didn't want to hear nothing nobody was telling me. You need to invest your money. You need to do, I don't want, all I knew was spend, spend, spend. Then I went broke. And guess what? My character didn't change. My character didn't change. And that's all I'm saying, fam. That's what real community is. Nobody left behind. There is no way somebody in this group who was always helping raise the frequency and contributing, there is no way that that person should have a broke day if just one of us becomes a multi-billionaire or just $1 billion. Because if you have $1 billion, right, you could take $100 million and still have $900 million. You could take $300 million and still have $700 million. Do you know how far $300 million could go within this community? So that's why I'm telling you guys, we only need one of us to make it. We only need one of us to make it, fam. Yep. One billion equals 1,000 millions. That's a lot of money on Temu, like Proctor says. You just need Frank, says X Rapid. That's all I'm saying, fam. I'm talking about those who've been here rocking, and you know, from day one, those who really contribute and raise the frequency. We know who they are because we know each other. We feel like we family. You're on $1 billion. There's no way everybody at least should get $500,000 sent immediately. Just because. Everybody get 500,000. That's a lot of people you help, fam. That's a lot of people you help. And you ain't never got to worry about falling because so many people you've helped, they probably go on to create something or do something and become more wealthy. And then now you got somebody to call if you ever in need. That's how it should be, family. That's how it should be. And y'all have my word. If you ever go on the Explorer and you look at my account, you see a billion or 100 million or something like that, you can rest assured I'm gonna make so many people day. I'm telling you. I'm gonna make so many people day, fam. That sun done come out now. Now it's time to get some AC now. I done rocked in nature long enough. Now it's time to cool off. We can buy up some property in Belize. You already know, fam. Shit, we can buy islands and everything. If you want to use Temu, I might have to change you for that. Maybe a free membership till we hit the big money. Laugh out loud. No problem, fam. Don't forget A. Lord was here. Yeah, definitely. Frank Cohen, Simpsons episode 13, session 31. Which country, bro? And I'm gonna shock y'all with this next decode I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show y'all how close we getting. I'm gonna shock y'all with this next decode that I'm gonna do. Cause I told y'all that post that David Schwartz, I've been looking to get that post. I've been wanting to get that post, and just so happened somebody else posted that tweet, and I was able to extract from that tweet exactly what I needed to decode. And I'm gonna show you how powerful it is, and then you gonna know all of this played, all of this was already foreseen and already planned by the universe. I'm gonna prove it to you, fam. Well, Black Richard Rich, we gonna have to partner up on that, because that's definitely one of my plans. The container homes, definitely one of my plans. Yeah, it shall be a month to remember, fam. Remember, the 5th of November. But we getting close, fam. And this is about my time, because I got the grandkids over today. So, you know, I got to go spend time with my grandkids before it gets dark, you know. But like I say, every time I come on here and I do this live with y'all, I'm telling you, I leave like a different person every time. Like this feeling doesn't get old. It does not get old, fam. Like, we have the awesome, thank you, hero, peace and blessings, family. Thank you so much, fam. Thank you so much, fam. I love the fact how you support me, fam, and I appreciate that. But like I say, you can look around crypto, or I don't care where you look, you will not find a community like this. And that is a testament. That's saying a lot, family. That is saying a lot. That is saying a lot. Alexander wants to know where you get next is I forgot. X Rapid. Yeah, I appreciate y'all, fam. I do. X Rapid says Dex Trade Exchange. Dex Trade Exchange. But we gonna keep pushing, fam. We gonna keep on pushing and push harder. But when we all pushing on the same door, fam, that door has no chance. That door has no chance. This is an entirely different frequency. This is new. And we all over the world, from South America to North America to Canada to Asia, we France, we Pakistan, You know what I'm saying? Norway, the Netherlands. I mean, we all over, fam. And it's like we getting ready to do something big, and all of the global pieces of this frequency, Portugal, all of the pieces of this frequency are being planted all around the world, fam. This could be big. This could be big. A community of so many different people from so many different places that feel like family. I'm excited. I'm excited, fam. I'm telling you, I'm excited. I am excited. The yacht party coming, definitely. I feel like I am being blocked from Ocean. That's crazy, Don, for you to feel blocked. What, on my Patreon or on here? Yep. Yeah, Don, but you just like Bully Bear. You be dropping gems too. So, you know, if they know who I am, don't think they don't know who you are. You know, you done dropped some major information into these chats, man. So they know who you are, Don. They like, yeah, that's another one that got some very powerful insight. We need to slow him down too. Just like a couple of days ago, right? Every time I tried to upload a video, it'd take an hour for a video to upload. Like, they got so many different things that they doing that's how you know we close, Don. That's all I can say. That's how you know we close. Like, Bully Bear can't even get on my lives. Like, what's that about? What's that? We already know what time it is. But let's keep pushing. We close. We must be way more closer than we think. But like I say, this was another awesome live. I want to let you all know they are choosing what you see from my posts. Ain't that something? That's what I'm telling you. That explains it, Don. That explains it. They got some type of algorithm or bots or something they doing. They selectively letting go through what they want to go through, and anything that's very vital information, they keep that hidden. But we go win. We go survive, fam. We go get through this. So like I say, fam, this another awesome live. I thank you all for everything that you've done, all of the support, all of the raising of the frequency, all of the contributions to the channel and to the collective. I want to thank everybody. I want to thank everybody. And just know, our time is coming. One day we're going to be having a different type of conversation. So once again, another awesome live. I'm going to have that decode up tonight. So y'all gonna have something where y'all can sit back and eat your popcorn, and I'm gonna blow your mind once again, because I've been talking about that S-Long tweet from David Schwartz, and I knew on my Twitter I would have to go scroll back for months to find it, and that would be impossible. But look how the universe did it. The universe let somebody else post that exact tweet I've been talking about. Do you think that's a coincidence? Do you think that's a coincidence? The very tweet I've been talking about, somebody just did a video the other day and then showed the exact tweet where I could read it and say, oh, okay, now I see. That's what I've been looking for. Now let me decode it. And I'm going to blow your mind away with this next decode, fam. So y'all get ready. Want to let y'all know I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support. And everybody be expecting some Frank coin. Y'all have a blessed day. Starship out.